Alright, so I used the airbrush there. I like the cleaning station, it's really useful. I had watched some videos recommended to me, and then I kind of just dived right into it, and I figured it was the best way to go. So, the result I got was interesting to say the least. It's probably not apparent as much on camera on the top, but I threw it together like this just to get a good look at it. But on the bottom, it's a lot more apparent of the airbrush that I did. As you can see there. Now, I mean, this is my first time using an airbrush, so I went crazy. Little spot there that looks awful, but yeah, there's spots everywhere that look pretty much awful. But I really learned how it worked just by playing with it, and you can get a lot of control. And really, from far away, it has some cool effect to it. It's a little, I don't know what you call it on camera. It doesn't quite get, it has that real military kind of sprayed, kind of almost camouflage effect to it. And I like the way it came out. First time using an airbrush, I mean, it looks okay. Yeah, granted, it's not amazing, but this is the first time I've ever used an airbrush, and it touched up a lot of little areas I wanted to touch up. I used a couple of techniques that I saw. One was like lay down some. There's a good example of it. Lay down some dark color, and light in the camera really kind of washes it away. But and then a little bit of light color on top of it. Give it sort of a fade effect. And you can see there, kind of accentuated some lines and everything. Like I said, this is my first time using an airbrush. You can see where things just get away from me. I can see I went back with some white and put some on, but I actually ran out of white. So there's like little areas there that are touched up and fixed, and then that one I can see that I missed. But there I fixed it. So big deal. It doesn't look amazing. It's not the best, but it's well, here, let me shut the fan off. It's probably loud. But it came out alright. So a quick video here to just show you what I had going on. I put a lot of like gray up in here. I don't know if you can see that, around certain edges and everything. I just kind of blew some other, it's a different gray in there. And at this point, I mean, if I put the canopy on here and these back pieces, I think it looks pretty neat. And from far away, it really got the effect. It's not perfect. This project never was going to be, but I certainly got a hand at using that, and that was the first time. The air compressor does get a little hot, but I really went crazy with it, so it's good to know it didn't seize and die. So that's a good thing. The dual action, I used the single action, and it was garbage. Pretty much going to throw it away. Probably it's it's no good at all. But this worked pretty decently. We'll see how it. I now know how to take it apart, and by watching the I think SM Construct video, or I don't know, one of the Scale Model Addict guys had a bunch of videos on there about taking it apart and everything, so I'm sure I'm gonna have to clean it. I ran a lot of thinner through it after the fact. The cleaning station worked out really well. I'm definitely gonna have to get a little bit more set up. I didn't get the tank that I got going down here attached to it. I don't even know if I can do that. So for right now, this is what I did. It's not that easy to see the progress, but it put some nice highlights on it here, there, and just everywhere. So I might go back and touch up a few things, but for the most part I kind of like how it came out right now. I think once I get the decals on it, I don't want to go, I want to call this project almost done. And right now what I did do it to clean it up, it almost looks done. So that's kind of where I'm at. So it's just a good look at what I accomplished with the airbrush, and I don't think it came out too bad. I don't think it came out too bad at all. For my first time using an airbrush, I learned a lot about the control and what I can and can't do, and you can do a lot. It's amazing. The control is amazing. So if you don't own an airbrush and you want to put some enhancement, I will get better at this. I'm going to use the airbrush probably on the Enterprise C, and I will definitely get better at this. This was a debacle of a build from the beginning because I had built it, and then it took me like a year because I kept getting back to it and trading up projects and going back to it. This build just I started with spray paints, and now I'm finishing it with airbrush. I mean, it's just all over the place. So I'm gonna throw the rest of the pieces together, wrap it up, call it done, maybe hit it with the airbrush maybe one more time, maybe not, once it's all real done with all the landing gear and all this and that. And then gonna matte coat the whole, get the decals on it, weather the decals, matte coat the whole thing, and glue the canopy on, and then it's going to be done. I might come up with a little bit of a base that it's going to sit on. I might do that. I don't know there. I'm not there yet. So for now, this is how she looks. Another quick little update. On the F-14 Tomcat, and my progress with my airbrush. So check back, and we'll see what else I can get done on the F-14 Tomcat.